Hi everyone, Jess here, and today I'm joined with Marius Pernea, Product Owner at AirportLabs. Thank you for joining me today, Marius.
Thank you for having me.
So firstly, as the industry returns to normal after the pandemic, could you outline some of the greatest challenges airports are now facing?
Well, I think obviously the pandemic has had a major impact on the industry, and I think it also gave it an opportunity to reposition itself and reshape its future. And I believe there are multiple challenges which sort of come up regularly. I think the first one is being able to scale operations back up, but doing so efficiently. There's a number of airports who have had a 2 or 3-fold increase in traffic. And I think given the certain limitations in the industry at the moment, such as insufficient workforce or untrained staff, I think this can pose a challenge in itself, the scaling of operations back up. Secondly, I think the passenger expectations have changed. I think the pandemic has shown us that there is a way of doing things digitally in a lot of different industries, and there's no reason to think that the passenger expectations when it comes to flying and aviation in general will not be in the same way. So I think airports have to sort of embrace that and acknowledge that technology can provide convenient experiences to passengers, and I think that is sort of part of the bigger digital transformation process. Thirdly, I think obviously undertaking the digital transformation process and handling a lot of data, sensitive data at times, means that they have to adhere to sort of data sharing regulation and cybersecurity regulations. So I think striking the right balance between operating efficiently and using that data, but also maintaining the utmost standards of cybersecurity is a challenge. And lastly, I think sustainability. So obviously it's a very relevant concern at the moment, and I think the aviation industry is a significant contributor towards carbon dioxide emissions. So I think the challenge is that airports have to look internally at ways of optimizing their processes and reducing energy consumption in order to achieve a sustainable airport. And we at AirportLabs, this is what we try to do with a platform that we built. We try to provide solutions that tackle these challenges head on and help airports address them.
So you touched on both data and efficiency.
Yeah.
Diving into those more deeply,
Yeah.
how can airports effectively leverage data to improve efficiency with operations?
Well, I think data is already central to airport operations, and I think to a certain degree it's already being leveraged. It's just that there is a lot of complex data and different data flows at the moment in airport operations, and I think the full capabilities of those data flows is yet to be fully utilized. But I think some ways in which data could be harnessed is firstly enhancing collaboration across different stakeholders involved in airport operations. Secondly, conducting data analytics, predictions, scenario simulation using the different data flows that you have in different facets of operations. And also, I think, involving those data flows in a more intelligent, automated allocation of resources and processes. I think that is a sort of more advanced capability that could be harnessed. I think the key here is, especially when it comes to prediction, I think it's no longer sufficient to look at the past data and historical trends and draw conclusions based on that. I think you have to combine the information that you have from the past with the present operational scenarios and attempt to predict what's going to happen in the future. And I think that is a key strength that should be harnessed when it comes to leveraging data in the airports.
And there's been a lot of excitement around new tech and AI specifically. How do you foresee new technology shaping the future of the passenger journey for years to come?
Well, as I was saying, I think the digital transformation process and sort of integrating data and leveraging technology will play a central role in the future of airport operations. But I think we sometimes have to take a step back and identify what is the actual need, and then identify how we could use technology to address that need. And I think in this case, obviously, providing a convenient passenger experience and a great passenger journey remains a core principle of airport operations. So I think what airports could do when it comes to providing a great passenger journey is reducing the waiting times, reducing congestion around the airport. So you don't want to have a lot of passengers crowded around the screen. And I'm sure when you were a passenger yourself, you thought, oh, it would be really nice if I could do this on my phone. And I think that's the key need that we have to address. Obviously, use of biometrics for various processes, and just overall enhancing the whole experience of being a passenger and getting to your destination. And again, coming back to what we do at AirportLabs, we try to address this facet of operations as well. So we've got a solution which helps airports with optimizing queues and reducing waiting times. It's called Laminar. We've got the Pocket Flight solution, which is a huge hit because it essentially gives you access to the flight information that you need in your browser. You get notified of everything that happens. So I think these are some ways in which technology and AI in general could help improve the passenger journey and the experience itself.
Fantastic. And how do you think events like World Aviation Festival help to drive innovation in the industry?
Well, I think it's a great opportunity to meet other people working in the industry, to share ideas, to see how people are approaching different challenges in the industry. We're just bringing together everyone trying to drive the industry forward, and I think it's a great effort. And, we're very happy to be here. We're happy to participate in the workshops and the keynote presentations. So I think it's a great opportunity, and yeah, we're really excited to be here.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for making the time to speak with me.
Thank you for having me.